This video is sponsored by Phoenix Feather. Use code LIFE5 to get 5% off of your next purchase. Phoenix Feather, more than a store. What's up everybody, welcome to the Life of a Board Gamer. My name is Daniel and today we are going to talk about One Card Maze, the most travel friendly game I ever encountered. Today I am showing you Season 2, there's also Season 1 and they are currently finished with the Season 3. I think it's kind of some sort of a production so far, but yeah, basically this is it. You get all these 4 different let's say like wallets with a lot of mazes inside. So what you do in this game, and this is just so awesome. So you have this one that this is like a tutorial one, which is really super simple. It just tells you, you start here and you can go through the doors if the arrow is pointing up. So we can go through this door, we can't go through this one because the arrow is pointing in the wrong direction. But we can go over here, since this thing over here gives us an ability to rotate card. So we rotate card. Now this one shows up, which means we can travel through and then we can go on this side. And we enter in here, we can rotate again. So we rotate, we pass through here, we are coming over here, go up here. And since this is up, we can enter, then we can rotate. And this one is now up, which means we can come here and we are at the exit. Now that's the simple one, that's the easiest one to go through. This is just to explain you how the game works. Basically I just teach you the game, that's all the rules there is. Just make the arrow point upwards and go through the door and try to find the exit, you know, that's that. Now it sounds simple, but some of these mazes are pretty challenging to do. So I'm just going to show you a few of these. So as you can see, the artwork on each and every one of them is different. They have all sorts of theme. This is one, I think it likes like space theme, like a Halo. This is like an island with the, you know, islands. And there's this thing called web, where you are in a caves trying to escape the spiders and you have to find the exit, you know. And then there's this one, it says it's tower because there's different like towers, you know. And basically, as you can see, they kind of can get really complicated at times, and there is a lot of different things in here. There's like these promos and exclusives. So I have these two. They also explain you how the game works basically. And there's also this fleeting set. And with the second season, they went with this boss set where you actually have bosses that you can, this is like, I think the Jello, that one from Dungeons and Dragons thing, the Jello cube or gelatinous cube, something like that. And basically you have to fight it. You have to enter the room in certain, you know, when the arrow is pointing up, so you can do damage to it before it damages you and kills you. So you start from here, then you rotate and stuff like that. I don't want to show you too much because I want you to, you know, explore this one for yourself, because I think this is, so these are all the bosses, you know. So this is like a fight between kaijus, or this is like an arcade, you know, you're like playing a video game in a amusement park, and then tardigrade things going on, devils, you know, you take on giant bees, all kinds of different things. So this game, I was blown away by this game. So to create something like just one card, you know, this is just one card, nothing else. The rules are simple. The arrow needs to point straight up, you can pass. You can rotate if you are in a room where there is rotation. You can rotate freely. When you go on the one side, you just flip it. That's that. Find the exit. And some of these are pretty challenging. To be honest, I haven't been able to solve some of these yet. I'm still struggling. And but overall, even some of those that I did I did beat and find the exit, I can't repeat how I did that. So it's kind of, I can just take it and play it again, because I really am not sure. I just wandered through the mazes, flipped cards, you know. At some point you are like, where is the exit? Okay, I'll try this and that, and you try some combination and it finally works, you know. You can always, of course, revisit it and try and figure out how did you arrive at the correct location at the exit. But yeah, what I was trying to say is I think this is a travel game to end all travel games. Now these things fits in your pocket. Just few cards fits in your pocket. And you can go with it anywhere. If you are on a road trip, if you're not the driver, which is, I'm almost always the driver. But if I'm not the driver, let's say for example, next week I know that we are going 2.5 hours away, so for some game convention, guess what I'm bringing with me? This thing over here. I'm just gonna flip through it while we are driving, while we are talking. I'm just gonna try and find the exit. You know, you can give cards to other people around except the driver. Be responsible. So you can give others and they can try and solve the puzzles. Once they solve it, you can take it, you give them the other card. And I mean, you can bring all four of these really easily. You know, they are really not that thick. Even if you take them from these wallets, which are really handy, but you can take them out from the wallets, they will take up less space. You can bring them maybe, you know, like in a, not in a deck box itself, but you know, something along those lines. So yeah, I'm going to Essen this year. I'm going by plane. Guess which game I'm bringing with me? One card maze. One card maze is one big wonder. If you wanna, I don't know. I was just blown away how simple this game is, but how fun it is. You know, just messing with the card, flipping around it while you're waiting. So you know, you have a doctor appointment. Bring these with you. You know, while staring, doom scrolling at your mobile phone. Bring these things with you. Just flip them around. Once it's your turn, you know, you go inside and that's that. So yeah, definitely check out One Card Maze. I can't praise it enough. This is such a, I think I'm mostly blown away because it's just one card and it offers so much. The payout is just great. And as I said, even if you go through some of these mazes, sometimes you are not really sure. You just kind of get lucky and get in the position that okay, I was never here, but this actually looks promising, and you just play and you kind of be able to finish. You know, even just for that, there is like a huge replay value. You will not be able to remember all these mazes, and this is just a season 2. You know, there's also a complete season 1 with lots of cards. There's also season 3. So now I'm itching myself. I have to check the season 1 because how can you review season 2 and you have not reviewed season 1, you know? So yeah, definitely check out One Card Maze. Such a great game. So that is that. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for the likes, comments, shares, for spending all your time with me. Thank you to all my Patreons. Your support means a lot to this channel, you know, to keep it grow, to get better cameras, better equipment. Nothing of that would be possible without you. I mean, it would be, but in a distant future. So yeah, thank you all for supporting me. And if you're not supporting, please do consider supporting me. It helps this channel a lot. And until next time, pozdrav.